Hi folks, Brian from the pole barn of bad decisions and broken dreams where the coffee's always hot. Will someone please help me figure out how to keep this damn coffee hot? Thank you for stopping in. Grab yourself a cup of hot coffee and enjoy the video. We're back on the 1966 Chevy Nova today. Enjoy the video and hope you have a great day. Hi guys, welcome back into the pole barn of bad decisions and broken dreams, where the coffee's always hot. It might be hot a little while longer these days. Got a couple of upgrades to the pole barn of bad decisions and broken dreams. We got a new coffee cup. We got this coffee cup from Stay Bearded Products. Went to a maker's market and there was a guy there selling his wares. It was actually beard products. And as you can see, I actually washed my face and put some beard products in there to make my beard look nice today. But we got a new cup and we're going to give this a try and see if we can keep some coffee hot. And just so you're aware, this is not a paid promotion. This is a cup that I purchased from the guy at this maker's market for Stay Bearded products. I started using their products, really liked them, softens up your beard, and kind of enjoyed it. So I told the guy that I would put his cup in one of my videos and let him know that we're going to be using it and trying to keep our coffee hot while we're working. And just out of courtesy, I'm going to go ahead and put a link in our video so that you can go and you can try out their products. Hot. We also picked up a microphone for our video, trying to up our game on our audio quality these days. Reason why we're here today is we had a little problem. We are installing some covers over the shifter from Genie Shifter, and I had a problem where I broke a tool installing Rivnuts inside the inside the 66 Nova. So I'm going to get you in there, show you what we've got going on, and show you how to fix that problem of a stainless steel Rivnut that stripped out, broke the tool inside of it. I was actually able to get the tool out of the Rivnut. So now we've got to go in, we've got to drill the Rivnut out without ruining the floor pan so that we can install another Rivnut inside of it. So give me just a second here, we'll get you inside the 1966 Nova and show you what's going on. We've got all our tools here for our Rivnuts in that transmission tunnel cover that we're putting on the 66 Nova. And this is the tool I used. And granted, it is a tool from China, and I'm not surprised that the mild steel tool that was inside that broke, because I probably used a little bit too much force. But that's the tool that we used. I've got a couple of more of the mandrels coming so I can continue to put our Rivnuts in, but we've got to get this stripped out Rivnut out of the floor pan so we can continue on with that transmission tunnel cover that we're building. Here's a look at that Genie shifter that we're installing. And This right here is the Rivnut that I broke the tool off in, and it stripped the threads inside of it. It is a stainless steel Rivnut. I tried using some of my older drill bits and couldn't get anything to bite on it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set up and got some new drill bits, and we're going to try getting that fixed. I really didn't have much of a choice, so I went down to the local hardware store, and they had some Bosch bits, and you can see that they are rated for stainless steel. So we're going to try and drill that Rivnut out and get that out so we can install a new Rivnut when those new mandrels come in. And now we're going to light up the furnace again and turn on the heater so we can keep the shop warm. We'll get you all set up here in the Nova and show you what we're going to do. Here we have the Rivnut that we're going to be trying to remove. This is a brand new one, and what we're going to try and do is take our drill and drill out that flange there and open that up so we can push that Rivnut through the bottom side and get it out of there. It's going to definitely be a slow process. We're going to take this slow and try and cut out that flange and get that pushed through. Gonna put a little oil on that Rivnut. Hopefully that'll keep that bit nice and sharp. We'll start drilling and see what happens. Wow, that drill bit is really cooking through that stainless steel. That's kind of nice. It's doing a good job. Need to get just a little bit more oil on there. Hold on just a second here, we'll get some more oil. Keep that well lubricated. See how she goes. There we go. All right. Let's see how we do here. Oh, there we go. Nice and slow. I think we got it. Wow, those Bosch stainless steel drill bits, they don't do a bad job. Holy crap. All right, give me just a second here and we'll get something and see if it'll pop through. All right, we've got a little punch here and we're going to try and just pop that baby down. Bingo. Get you over in here. And show you that hole there. And that turned out perfectly. So let's get another Rivnut, see if we can put it in there and at least fit it and see how our fitment is. So just to let you know, we're drilling out a 1024 Rivnut with a 3/8 drill bit. And that brand new drill bit performed flawlessly. Really happy about that. There we go. We've got the hole there that we drilled out. We've got the Rivnut here. I'm going to see if that will fit inside. And now we can go ahead and we can reinstall a brand new Rivnut once our mandrels get here. And that's how you remove a stainless steel Rivnut that's stripped out or you broke a tool in it. There's a look at the Rivnut that we drilled out. Get that to focus a little bit better. There's the brand new Rivnut with a 1024 screw in it and a brand new Rivnut. I know we might get a couple of comments on the condition of my transmission tunnel cover here, and honestly this is the first transmission tunnel cover I've ever done, so we're kind of in virgin territory here. It turned out pretty good as far as I'm concerned. I know I've got to do a little smoothing out on it, a little finish work. We're going to paint it, sand it all off, and it'll look really nice after it goes underneath sound deadening as well as carpet. No one will ever see it, but when I'm done with it, I'll know it looks nice underneath. Stay tuned to the channel, Pole Barn of Bad Decisions and Broken Dreams, for that installation video when that's all completed. I figured I would take you through a little tour of the engine compartment with the engine installed. I don't think too many people have seen that just yet, but we got that engine back. We got it painted. I believe there's a video. If not, one will be dropping soon of painting that engine. Just wanted to show you how things are progressing on it. Back here in the trunk of the back of the Nova, we had some rust that was happening between our fender well and our trunk, so I had to go in there and I actually dropped a few self-tapping screws, hold that all together, and then used some JB weld to hold it all together. Now we're not doing a restoration on this 1966 Nova. We're just trying to make it nice and make it a good driver that we can enjoy. And I don't want this trunk filling up with water because water's splashing up from the wheels. So we did kind of a hack repair, but it'll probably last until I'm long gone and dead before anything needs to be done or someone else is going to do something about it. And now down underneath the back of the Nova, we've got the brand new gas tank that we installed. That's looking pretty sharp. New filler neck in there with a new vent line that goes in there. Here we have the other side of the fuel tank with the new fuel pickup installed and all of our fuel lines. I actually installed a fuel injection fuel pump inside the tank, so we had to run, there we are, we had to run return lines for it to get the fuel back to the tank. And the fuel lines running all the way up to the front, along with our frame connectors that were installed to stiffen up the suspension a little bit. We did a complete rebuild on the rear brakes. Front disc conversion for the front brakes. And then the installation of the brake booster, the master cylinder, and the proportioning valve with new lines for those front brakes. And there's the two fuel lines, the feed and return, coming up from the back fuel tank. Stay tuned to the Pole Barn of Bad Decisions and Broken Dreams for more videos on all of these things. And if you're interested, I've got a video on my YouTube channel of how to supercharge a 1994 Jeep 6-cylinder engine with an Eaton M90 Ford Thunderbird supercharger. And this has got about 30,000 miles on it now. I did this 12 years ago, so it is an older video. But we had to actually create a 2 one-way valve setup so that the fuel regulator and the map sensor didn't see boost. And that is explained on how to do that, so it will block boost at full throttle and then bleed off to barometric pressure when going to an idle mode or a low RPM situation. And here's another look at this side and the installation. One thing that I'm very proud of is that I was able to retain the air conditioning in my Jeep when I installed that supercharger off that Thunderbird Super Coupe. The Jeep also has an 8.8 rear end and an Atlas II transfer case that was installed. So she's a pretty fun little rig. And there's a look at the glass etching that I did on the back window of that Jeep. I've got a nickname. They've called me Bear forever and ever. My grandfather used to have a little trouble with American sayings. He would say that I was a bear in a china closet from the original saying of a bull in a china store. So I've taken on that nickname, and that was my handle when I was in a Jeep club on the CB when going over obstacles. Just a little look around the pole barn of bad decisions and broken dreams to let you know who you're dealing with, what kind of person we are. In the background of some of my videos, you'll see Dairy Queen type stuff. And just so you're aware, after I became an automotive mechanic, I ran a Dairy Queen for about 11 years. My family owned Dairy Queens for about 26 years. So you're going to see a lot of those references in the videos. If you have any questions about anything that you see in the pole barn of bad decisions and broken dreams, be my guest and post some comments up, and I'll try and get those answered for you. After 26 years, you tend to collect a lot of old stuff from your business. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the new microphones. And if you have any suggestions, comments, or anything like that, some constructive criticisms, I can always use the help in promoting my channel and providing better entertainment. Hi folks, Brian back from the pole barn of bad decisions and broken dreams. Thank you for stopping in. Please like and subscribe, That gives us the ability to create more content and entertain you. I want to thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it, and have a great day.